How's it going, everyone? My name is DrapPep, and welcome back to another installment of Draft Chat. In this installment, I'd like to talk about how I don't like playing online games. It's not that I don't like games in general. I don't like playing them online. That's the thing. I really do enjoy playing video games as, a hobby. Gaming is something I want to do when I want to relax or have fun. This is not about hating games, okay? It's about how people behave in online spaces and how that creates negative experiences, honestly. A lot of frustrations. Makes it less enjoyable. Gaming itself isn't the problem here. It's the experience once other people get involved. Many online communities feel hostile or just honestly unwelcoming. The other players often just trash talk, put others down, create a negative atmosphere, to be honest. This takes the fun completely out of the game. Makes everyone feel on edge. Instead of playing to have fun, it feels like you're walking into a space where people are just kind of waiting to judge you based on everything you're doing, how you're playing, how you're interacting. Many players online are already really highly good at the game. They have way more skills than I do, especially since I just downloaded the game. So clearly I'm not going to be the best at it right off the bat. New or casual players get criticized for making common mistakes, feeling pressured to perform perfectly, and then trash talked if anything happens. Even if you're doing fine, even if you're doing okay. Sure, you're new at the game, you're doing all right, but you know what? We're gonna come after you anyways. We're gonna shit talk as much as we can because you existed. It stops being about enjoying the game and becomes about avoiding being targeted. However, the worst things about PvP, player versus player, it creates competition instead of cooperation. And I don't mean the opponent. I'm talking about your allies, the people you are relying on, the people who are on your team. It usually leads to just more trash talk. It usually leads to them pretty much talking down to you, even though they're on your team. There's more pressure to be good now because you got other people kind of judging you. There's less room to learn too because they're not going to teach you anything. They're just there to talk shit. Even casual matches can feel honestly aggressive. The PvP turns every match into a judgment contest instead of just everyone trying to have fun playing the game. It's a video game. It's not that serious, to be honest. So, why are you getting worked up? Now, versus PvE, player versus environment, I feel like it's more relaxed, to be honest. There's more room for people to work together. Learning the game can be more casual. And I just feel like it's easier to enjoy the experience of a player versus the environment. There's less conflict between players. In PvE, you're working with people. In PvP, you're often dealing with them. But the thing that I hate the most, more than PvP, more than the trash talk, is the roleplay servers. Oh my god, I hate it so much. Oh my god. I hate I hate the roleplay servers so much. Don't get me wrong, I love role-playing. I enjoy it, right? It's one of the reasons why I love Dungeons & Dragons so much is because I get to role-play. But many role-play servers lack the patience for new people who are trying to role-play with them. They don't build meaningful scenes, and they stick to closed friend groups. Instead of players standing around doing nothing. That's a common issue. You're just standing there in a circle, talking to each other, not really doing anything. And then they ignore anyone that wants to participate, anyone that comes up to want to join them. And then they'll instantly break their character to remove them from the server. It stops being about the roleplay and turns into gatekeeping. This established group controls the space. You are not welcomed in those servers. And you are pushed out so quickly. This creates an outsider's feeling. Like you don't feel immersed anymore. You're now more worried about upsetting them because you don't want to be kicked off the server. If you're not already a part of their group, you're just not allowed in. You just simply are not. Oh, what's that? You're not part of our Discord server, buddy? Banned. Get out of here. Get off of my server. I didn't allow you in here. I have actually joined a few Discord servers that were supposed to be for GTA roleplay for the GTA 5 online. And I got kicked out of there so quickly. I didn't even say anything. I joined and then they kicked me out. I did not last long in those servers. I even tried joining online servers with the roleplay attached to it. And I was kicked out instantly. No explanation, nothing. Just immediately removed. Kind of makes me feel like I should have trolled. Gotten my few, jokes in there before I got kicked out. That's okay, because I got kicked out before I can even do anything. Here's the thing. Here's how I feel like video game, online gaming at least, should be done. There should be an ability to disable player versus player. For the people who don't want to participate in that. I don't mean Call of Duty, because obviously Call of Duty is going to be player versus player. Obviously. I'm talking about the games where you're pretty much just trying to have fun. And there's no need for that one particular player to come after you. They do it anyways because they can. And there should be an option to disable that. A lot of times when I play games where PvP is an option, it's usually on there. Now, of course, there are games where they do have the ability to take off the PvP, but not all games have that. Would love to see more welcoming communities. Better moderation of toxic behavior, encouraging inclusive roleplay, give players the choice to play how they enjoy the game, rather than how you're pretty much railroading them to play the game. I still love gaming, don't get me wrong. Sometimes I'll find an online community that's welcoming, and that's rare and few, to be honest. It's not often I get to find online communities that are willing to let me in, or willing to do anything other than stand around and talk in a circle. I enjoy PvE gameplay so much more, or possibly just solo experiences rather than playing online, just to avoid pretty much the online community, to be honest. The online community for online games. It's about protecting my enjoyment. I don't avoid online games because I hate gaming. I avoid them because I want to enjoy what I'm doing. I want to have fun playing the game. But yet, unfortunately for me, I don't live in that world where I could just go online whenever I want and have fun. I live in a world where people are so willing to just start trash talking at any given moment. Or just simply joking around, not playing the game at all, and are just kind of in the way. And it's those reasons, the communities, the gatekeeping, the people who don't want to actually participate in the game and are just there just to goof around. That's why I don't like playing online games. Which sucks, because there's a lot of games out there that are online. They look great. Oh my god, do they look great. Man, I would really love to play those games. Unfortunately, that community is beyond toxic. No, thank you. I think I'm good. I think I'm great, actually. A lot of times when I find a game where PvP is an option, my favorite. And those are usually PvE games, by the way. Those are usually player versus environment where the PvP is optional. Those are great. But if I see a game where PvP is demanded, it's the main function of the game, I'm going to avoid it. I'm not going to play that game. A lot of times I'll see games like Call of Duty, and like honestly, I don't mind PvP in Call of Duty. I hate the community. I hate the toxic way that people treat each other in those online servers. Now, of course, this is not the same as it used to be back in the early 2000s. Jesus. that was awful. Felt like a hate crime going into online communities with Call of Duty in the early 2000s. Holy shit. It's not like it changed much though. No, it's one of the reasons why I don't like playing online. I would prefer to play solo, to the missions, the storyline. I think I'll skip the online PvPs and the toxic communities tied to them, to be honest. Well, thank you for letting me rant. Thank you for sticking to the end. Um, this was something that was on my mind, and I just wanted to share it. And I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in.